Okay, sweet Virgo, let's see what's happening. Knight of Cups. Now, the knight can be either a female or a male because there is no equivalent of the knight in the female. And it is cups. Cups are emotions. They're water. That's Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So you may be connecting with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio over the holidays. It looks like someone that you're lending a hand to, that you are a bit of a mentor to, Virgo. Somebody who is in your awareness. And it looks like a good partnership. And one of, there's a little bit of emotions involved in that. And so that is what's happening. It looks like you're connecting with someone that you are mentoring and that you are communicating with. And it looks like you're helping each other out. You're just helping each other out. So that is what's happening. What crosses you, it looks like looking into the future. It looks like travel. And it also feels like there is new beginnings on the horizon. And travel is associated with those new beginnings. So I'm not sure if, many of you may be retiring and moving to a different place, or even those younger folks that are going off to a college in January, but this is going off to somewhere. It also looks like there's a bit of a struggle figuring out the right direction to go, or there's one or two more things that you need to complete before this can be actualized. So, but it looks like some agreements, and I'm feeling that there may be some contractual agreements. And what Spirit is telling me, if there's a contractual agreement, make sure you read all of the paragraphs before you sign it, that there's something that is not beneficial to you within one of these contracts or these offerings. So, but looking into the future, really planning for that future, releasing the things that do not serve you. But it really does look like you are going someplace, or you want to relocate someplace, that it is very healing for you, and that you have actually planted the seeds and released some responsibilities from last month so you can actualize this into body form. The Emperor is above you. That is a wise person, one of great integrity, one of morals. It's a great guidance. It looks like some of the red is lighting up for me. So this may be father, grandfather for many of you. Looks like a little bit of frustration around communication, but ultimately lots of love, lots of connection. So it looks like you're going to have to be patient with some of the flow of this communication with this older person. It looks like an older male, but one of great integrity, one of great heart space, someone you truly care for. So it feels like a family connection. And this may even be an elder that needs some physical help, or need your input on something. But it looks like a good give and take. They're one that has never really steered you wrong. And it looks like it's your turn to step up and help make their life a little easier. It is frustrating. The red is lighting up for me. It is frustrating for you, so just take it as it is. Do one thing at a time. But it does look like some care to be offered to someone else. And the 10 of cups here, it looks like you're actually in a pretty good bliss space, that you did release some responsibilities that weren't yours, gave them back to who really owns them. It has lightened your load tremendously. It also looks like your home life is getting more manageable and happy and in order. Your emotions are really at their peak of bliss. It looks like it's been a very joyful time for you, and you got some things straightened out with a partner, it looks like, and you are now healing on the road to healing. It's either a family member or a lover, husband, wife, something like that, but it looks like that you resolved an issue that was standing in your way, a forward motion that has been resolved. So looks like things are lining up and getting a lot happier for you. So what is in the present space is the 2, and the 2 is always balanced. This is discs, and discs can stand for money, energy, movement. Discs can stand for education. So it looks like you're trying to find the balance, and the first thing I'm thinking is that the first thing that's hit me is that your money has been ebbing and flowing, and it looks like you're trying to find the balance between work and pleasure, and allocating money and revamping money and finding your balance within. So for those Virgos that are retiring, it's just figuring out what is necessary and what isn't. For those Virgos just starting out, it's just figuring out what is important, what isn't. It's the same lesson, doesn't matter the age. But just finding your balance with money, And there's something here about water. I'm not quite sure what that is, but the ship is lining up for me. So it may be finding your balance with money so you can save to do this travel. So reallocating money where it belongs, and saving money for a future endeavor, which seems pretty important on your plate. Something that you've always wanted to do, something that's getting closer and closer. It's becoming a tangible dream for you. But it will take a bit of juggling, if you will, and that is what is happening. So not only are you finding your balance emotionally, you're looking at your money honestly and finding the balance, allocating it where it needs to go, and saving it for the things, and taking it away from the unnecessary things. So you're really finding your balance with money, emotions, and looks like a little bit of your spiritual self too, and you're finding that balance. So this infinity is lighting up for me too when I feel that's your spiritual balance coming into clarity for you. So in the future, this is the Queen of Wands. This is a fire sign. This is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I'm feeling that there is a little static here in communication. It's feeling like either that you have to put a little effort into a queen. A queen is usually someone that is exalted if they're in a younger body, or someone over 40. But this looks like there's a bit of static and a little bit too much energy being put on you, Virgo, from this Queen of Wands. Feels a little demanding, that you may have to just be clear with your boundaries. It is right next to the emotional betrayal card, which is the 10 of Swords. And this can be bad news. So if it feels funny to you, if someone wants you to do something that doesn't feel in line with you, it doesn't feel of great benefit, and you don't want to do it, do not feel obliged to do it. This is part of changing a game. It looks like it may even be the residual of last month where you gave people their responsibilities back. So it may be more of the same, but it feels like if you do slip back into that old behavior of doing things for others, that it will only hurt you. And there is a sense of betrayal around it. The Hierophant is at the basis here. This is really looking at spirit and looking at the spirit inside of you. And for many of you, it's going back to church. For many of you, it's just connecting with the God of your heart through meditation. Or if nature is your God, just getting out there a little bit more and remembering what we're here for on the planet. It is our higher purpose in life, and you're getting more and more connected with your higher purpose. Although there's question marks and question marks, like what the heck is my higher purpose? It will be shown to you if it hasn't been shown to you already. But it's really getting in touch with the magic in your life. And for many of us, that's religion. For others, it's connecting with a psychic or doing yoga, but really living that spirituality on the daily, really knowing that you have all your angels with you, really knowing, it's that knowingness off the top of your head that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. So it's a bit of acceptance for where you are, and the process, instead of forcing your will, which I do not see. So I really feel that you're going with the flow and allowing spirit to show you the way a little bit more, having more faith in your abilities, yourself, and the journey. So this we already discussed. This definitely can be a betrayal, a revisiting of a betrayal if you slip back into the behavior that you just released. So realize this is a warning. It doesn't necessarily mean it is happening, but for many of those, you may have just experienced a sting of betrayal. It is in the fear picture, but it is right next to the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So Virgos, did you betray a Queen of Cups or a Queen of Wands? Did they betray you? So it's time to look at that, release any energy that is still stagnant, any anger that is left from any past betrayals. That's what this is feeling like too with the Queen of Cups. Although the Queen of Cups is an exalted, wise person, it is a water sign that is Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So it looks like you are releasing energy from the past, either past relationships or past traumas, but moving forward through that, not holding that pain from the past and bringing into any new relationships or any new experiences. I also feel that this has a duplicitous meaning. The Queen of Cups, there is some great wisdom coming towards you. It looks like it's from a mother figure, older sister, older family person. For my male Virgos, it could be your lover, but there is some love and wisdom and some emotions there that are on the positive, and it looks like you will reconnect or rekindle something with a Queen of Cups. The Queen of Wands feels more like something from the past that needs to be cleaned up again, but the Queen of Cups feels like moving forward into either a friendship or one of confidence, one of good advice. So don't be afraid to ask for advice, Virgo, if you need some. But it looks like this Queen of Cups is very supportive and loving and coming from a place of honesty, where it feels like this Queen of Wands is coming from a place of pain and habitual or habits, and relying on people that it's not necessary to rely on. So it does look like you have a lot of interactions with people. It is the season to interact. Here's the King of Pentacles at the top. This feels like a positive. Pentacles is an earth sign, that's Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And this feels like a strengthening of a relationship. It feels more like a mate or family member versus a friendship, but it's a big deal. So, and it also can stand for you, Virgo. You have taken, it feels like this person has taken a big step into integrity and making your words match your actions. And some of the past habits that were not serving you, you have really let go. And you've taken a step up in your spirituality. This is the beginning. This is at the end. So you have taken a big step into your truth and incorporating spiritualism every day in every way. So really taking a look at that. It also does feel like a very rewarding relationship. not only with yourself, but with another earth sign, Capricorn or Capricorn or Taurus. But this is an important relationship to you that is allowing you to grow. It's feeling like it's allowing you to grow. So what is on the side, one side of this is the 7. So it's more planting seeds, those seeds that you planted, the things that you moved out to make room for the new things. You have some new things here. It looks like you may be a little overwhelmed with all your choices. Dear Virgo, pick one thing and focus on it till to completion, and it won't be so it just is overloads you, really overloads you, overstimulates. So just pick one thing at a time. It does look like some good ebb and flow in the family space for the holidays. I don't feel any tumultuousness other than this, but this feels like a warning to release some of this energy here for the Queen of Wands. Then we have the 9 here. This is planting more seeds, more ideas. This is coming up a lot in this position in other readings too. So just really finding out where your smile is and focusing on that and focusing on one thing at a time. There are so many ideas coming down from the heavens. Just pick one to completion and then the rest will fall in line. So the discs all in here and here can stand for money. So getting that money in line. And it may feel like, for some of you, it may be getting an investment to start one of these projects. It's feeling like really positive that you have a good line on getting an investor to bring this idea or to partner in this idea to fruition and to actualize it onto the earth plane. So that is what's going on, sweet Virgo, for the month of December. I'm going to throw some of these chakra cards for clarity. And usually they just validate what is in the main reading. All right, let's just pick one. That one's singing to me. So we have bittersweet. Changes are bittersweet, With the good, you have to release the bad, and sometimes it's a bittersweet. Even though you're moving into something sweet and wonderful, you have to let go of things in order for that to actualize. So, impatience. All right, dear Virgo, do you need to be a little more patient? We all do, actually. So it's just a reminder to be patient with yourself, with others, with the process. And as the process changes, there will be a little grief in letting go. And know that is normal. And that you take the good with the bad.